Being part of IBP makes me very excited because I'm doing something that is for benefit of others. Like everyone at the school is benefiting from it. And you can also see that by our performance. And I believe that this year our performance is going to improve because of the project. When I have to get to school, I firstly think about it and like, wow, this thing is helping everyone in the class. So I get excited. I sometimes smile on myself. And the exciting part about it is that the project is for all the schools, and that our school is also part of those 68 schools that are selected in the project.
The Internet Broadcast Project is a joint venture between the Free State Department of Education and the University of the Free State. Through this project, 68 centres across 40 towns in the Free State has been equipped with VSAT internet access as well as equipment that allows these schools to, on a daily basis, access video content produced at the studio at the University of the Free State by expert teachers.
This IBP the lessons thereof are always in line with the CAPS and in line with the pay set. All the lessons that have been recorded, you can download them and the teachers can take them to class at their own time. And as a result, the teachers and the learners will be watching this other teacher teaching the same topic that the teacher has taught, and the teachers would be learning from other teachers as well. And we have seen this working so well for our school. And hence I say that even the results went up to 92.85%.
What it does for us is to make sure that we have the best teachers in the province that would go and present lessons to various centers that we are beaming to. And the benefits out of this have been phenomenal. In terms of teacher development, which is quite a very huge exercise that as a department we are implementing. Through this sharing of best practices, we are able to demonstrate lessons for our teachers. So in that way, we are actually increasing the capacity of our teachers, developing them so that they can be able to learn best practices from these expert teachers.
When you watch this as a teacher, I watch them myself, you learn the new tactics. You know, when you see other teachers approaching a particular topic in this way, and you realize as well that I'm not emphasizing this part of the topic well, and you learn also from that.
Teachers can access the video content live and communicate with the presenter in the studio, but they can also download the video content to use during class time or for the learners to do revision at home. Part of the success of the project is that we use a blended model for training, where schools are trained via the internet, but we also create opportunities for schools to meet face-to-face at the University of the Free State, where teachers, learners and principals can share best practice. During all broadcasts, we also have a helpline available that schools can phone.
What is more important is that we always send the same message to everybody, undiluted messages.
The learners were also allowed to use the equipment on their own, and that was great because they used it as part of their revision. And the achievement they achieved last year, I think, is because of the project's help. So that is a good thing because it shows us that the project really cares about us.
We have seen remarkable improvement in many of our schools. One such example is a school, Gabareng in Viljoenskroon, who improved from 2011 with a pass rate of 14% to a pass rate in 2013 of 95.7%.
Even if a child is in a very rural area, this child must have access to a good teacher. who is somewhere in the Free State.
Lucky is a learner at Pufong, one of the 70 participating schools in the Internet Broadcast Project. We met Lucky in 2011, a 15-year-old learner that lives in one of the most rural areas of our province. Lucky comes from a community in the mountains that border the South Africa and Lesotho.
My family is Hlajwa as a whole, the Hlajwa clan. It's a very destitute family. It's not very wealthy as much. They cannot even support me with some money to register for some universities. And I lost my mom in 2004. I was about 8 years old, and I'm the first one to matriculate in my home. So I started in grade 5 with that motive to be the first and to make my family better.
Despite the hardship in his community, Lucky, motivated by his support from his grandfather, made the decision to embrace education.
Yeah, but there were difficult times though. There was this point where I failed Africans, failed it. I got 23% in it. And it was one of my downs. I got level 5 in maths. It was very bad, very, very sad. Then I went to grade 9. That's where the big show started, because he told me, you are now going to the high school and there's no child's play. This is where you mold your future. In grade 11, I was, before June, I was a library guy. Then I got interested in so-called the IBP box. Then I started using it. By June, I was used to getting 400 and something in average. Then I used the IBP. I shooted from 464 to 535.
After writing his final exam in grade 11, he came during our grade 12 camp. He came and asked for using the iBox.
But then it helped me a lot. I had morning studies with it. I had afternoon studies with it. And lately I was using it even during break.
He came to me to say, sir, I've went through recorded presentations from the iBox, and may you please give me last year's paper. I just want to test myself. I said, but some of the topics we have not yet done. Then he said, no, through the use of the iBox, I've been practicing those sections. Then I gave him the question paper, the paper 1. After I've marked him, he got 92%.
When I started using it, I became number 1, then September number 1, then December I got number 1. Then went to grade 12. Grade 12, I started with the iBox from the start. Then I maintained my position 1 from March up to now in December.
Through the Internet Broadcast Project, Lucky, while other learners in his community, in his village, would be on holiday, on his own, access the catalogue, watch the maths, the physical science lessons.
I had to come even at night alone in the iBox room. There's a room called the iBox room because that's where we operate this thing. Then they now collect my room because I used it a lot. That week I came alone, and my siblings will come with me to lock the room for me for safety because it has 2 battlers. So they lock both battlers for me. Then I'll keep all the money. They'll come the following day in the morning, lock me off, go home, I wash, then I come back to school for afternoon or morning classes or afternoon classes. I live by the word saying that if you can change the situation, make the best of it. So I made the best of it, and it came as good results. I'm glad that I'm even considered to be in the top 10 of Free State, and I'm very, very happy for that. I got 4 distinctions. Just for a grab, I got 99 and 97 and 97 in physics and maths. Now I'm finishing my things with UCT to study actuarial sciences, and everything is going straight now. I see light before me. Hard work pays. No intelligence interwoven. No intelligence. You just put on your hard work. No matter how you were getting zeros in grade 11, now it's in grade 12, you can do better by just hard work. Your books are there. We have stationery nowadays. We have teachers. We have IBP. We have other projects. We have so many things. You just have to utilize them and work hard and be persistent. I'm now going to embark on a journey, as they said. I'm not experienced of it. I've never been in university, but they say it's challenging, but I'm up for it. I'm confident I'll do better. As for my family and everyone.
Lucky's story is such an inspiration to the 1,000 other learners preparing themselves for the exit exam in 2015, that it is our privilege to share his story not only with learners in our province, but with people across the world.